Hey everyone, Chris with another video. This video is a little obscure compared to the rest of my channel thus far, but we have here the iPhone 7 Plus. This is the rose gold model. I'm going to be doing an unboxing. This is actually going to be my wife's that she will be using. She is unfortunately an iPhone fan, an iOS Apple fan I should say, and this is going to be her new device. I figured might as well do an unboxing and then later on do a full review. This is going to be my first experience personally unboxing a Apple device, so I'm curious to see what is actually included here. So we have just a white box, we got the phone itself, we get some IMEI information, things like that, Apple logo, top, bottom, no big deal. And let's go ahead and get this up and opened. If you haven't checked out my video, this is actually the LG watch style. I did an unboxing that a couple days ago. Check that out if you haven't already. A fantastic smartwatch just came out, released by LG. And we are presented just with a designed by Apple in California, but manufactured, of course, not in the US. We are presented with the iPhone 7 Plus. This is a still brand new device. We haven't set everything up. We're going to just set that aside for a moment. We are presented with just a simple small charging brick. I'm not sure if this is any smaller than previous bricks. It looks smaller, but I can't quite comment. I'm not a Apple pro here. And then we are presented also with the new headphones, because this has no headphone jack. There is our dongle, the lightning port, and 3.5mm headphone jack. And we also have just a regular charging cable as well. So that should be interesting how she's going to cope with her lack of headphone jack. She has a pair of Bose in-ear headphones, which I can honestly say sound really great, so this will be interesting. Let's go around the device here. We have a glass and aluminum phone. This is going to be a 5.5-inch 1080p display that is around 401 pixels per inch. This is not a very high body to screen ratio, and you do have the huge chin and forehead. Down here we have our home button, which is now not necessarily a button but more just a force touch and fingerprint scanner. We have our front facing camera that is 7 megapixels. We have our ambient light sensor, earphone jack, which also doubles as a stereo speaker. And around to the sides real quick, we have our vibrate mute switch, volume up and down, click key as of course. Up at the top we have nothing. Over on the right side we have the SIM tray, and we also have the power button as well. At the bottom, the most controversial part, the speakers and lack of headphone jack, and the lightning port, which will be your new headphone port as well. On the back is also some magic going on. No longer do you have the antenna lines running across here, they are now running around the edges, top and bottom. Gives it a more clean look. On the back is where Apple has come out with a dual camera setup. So they're not the first ones. Sorry, Apple, you're not that innovative yet, but there's been other companies that have come out with dual sensor setups. Honor, Huawei, Xiaomi has done it, a lot of other ones as well. So anyways, the specs of the cameras here. We have the dual 12 megapixel camera setup. One's going to be a standard lens, the other one's going to be a telephoto lens, which you're going to be able to use for zooming in, things like that. This also is capable of OIS, optical image stabilization. You can also have phase detection autofocus as well. And then you also have your mic, and you now do have a quad LED flash setup for more natural lighting. Now this is, again, as you might think, a very big device. I even think so myself. It's very big. I have fairly good sized hands, I would say. So to show you exactly what I mean by big, I'll compare it to other phones that I have here as well. Also, this does now have IP67 certified, so you're going to be able to have this dust and water resistant up to a meter for 30 minutes. That display is LED backlit with an IPS LCD. So here are some other devices that I have. These are all Android. We have the Nextbit Robin, which is a 5.2 inch display. We have the Zook Z2, which is a 5-inch. And then finally we have the Sony Xperia X Compact, which is a 4.6-inch screen. So you can see here, the Nextbit Robin with the 5.2-inch screen is almost the same size. Now granted, I'm not going to say that Nextbit is the best phone, but we can easily see that the phone itself has a lot of black bezel around it, on top of the chin and forehead that's already there. The Zook Z2, 5-inch 1080p display, as well as the Nextbit. Both of these this has a much smaller bezel. And we have the Sony Xperia X Compact with that 4.6-inch 720p display. So we can see roughly, as far as size goes, they get smaller, as well as the screens. Now, as far as the screen to body ratio, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Zook Z2 has the highest screen to body ratio at 70.6%, closely followed by the X Compact, 69.6%. The weight of the iPhone 7 Plus is going to be roughly around 188 grams. This is going to be the heaviest out of these 4 devices, but it definitely doesn't feel it. It is thin for its size, easy to at least hold. Doesn't feel like it's going to fall out of my hand, really. You can see, compared to the Nextbit Robin, which is a blocky, the iPhone itself is rounded on the front and the back. The glass meets up nicely with the aluminum frame. And so this is going to be part 1 of the unboxing and just overall tour of the phone. And stay tuned for future videos, and please subscribe to my channel, like as well, and share the videos that I do have, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.